big story from yesterday. And this is, at this point, I'm going to say a rumor, okay? I'm going to call this a rumor because as I read for you this article, you'll kind of get where I'm coming from, okay? This article comes from Variety, by the way. It says, Warner Brothers Discovery and Paramount Global have held talks about a potential merger of the two media companies, Variety has confirmed. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav met with Paramount Global CEO Bob Bakish in a lunch meeting Tuesday in New York where they discussed a possible merger, sources said. Zaslav also talked with Sherry Redstone, whose National Amusements Incorporated owns a controlling stake in Paramount Global, about a potential combination of the companies. Reps for Paramount Global and Warner Brothers Discovery declined to comment, and because they have declined to comment, that's why I'm chalking this up to a rumor, okay? Variety can talk about their sources all they want to, but to me, until the companies actually come out and say something about this officially, I'm going to consider it to be a rumor. But I wanted to talk about this because a lot of people know me as the movie guy, right? So if the movie guy isn't talking about what's going on with the movies, I'm not doing my job. All right, so here's my initial thoughts on this without having all the information. I'm sad, okay? I'm sad about this because what I see happening, and it's already started happening since the early 2000s, all right, is that this thing is going to come down to a cartoon boxing match between Bugs Bunny for Warner Brothers and Mickey Mouse for Disney. Because it seems like Disney is buying everything in sight, and it seems like Warner Brothers is starting to do kind of the same thing with merging with all these different companies. Remember, they already merged with Discovery. Now they're going to go out and they're going to get Paramount. And my concern with this is we are losing what made me fall in love with movies in the first place. Because when I grew up, prior to me ever making a movie or even looking into how to make a movie, one of the things I used to love is that you knew the difference. You knew the difference. If you were watching a Disney movie, it had a certain feeling. If you were watching a Warner Brothers movie, it had a certain feeling. And you could tell the difference between the two. A Universal movie felt different than a Paramount movie. And so on and so forth. And I feel like you get those different feelings because they're not all connected. But when one, takes over the other and merges together, it's not Paramount anymore. It's Warner Brothers' version of Paramount. Do you get what I'm saying this morning? So for me, it's frustrating to see this happen if it does in fact end up happening. And I hope that some of these studios are able to make it on their own without doing the whole merger thing. I mean, look at what Disney has done to Fox. That's another example right there. When you would watch a Fox movie, you knew you were watching a 20th Century Fox movie. It had a certain feeling to it. It doesn't really have that feeling anymore. It's Disney's watered down version of Fox. And to me, like I said, it makes it sad. It makes it sad to me that that's what's occurring. I get why it's happening, but it makes it sad to me. And I also think it makes the competitive landscape in Hollywood a lot less fun. Because one of the things that I used to love seeing is the studios would challenge each other. Hey, we got the best movie this year. And then they'd go see somebody else's movie and go, no, maybe we don't have the best movie. Maybe we need to do a better job at storytelling. Maybe we need to put more resources behind these filmmakers. We got to find the next big thing. You don't have that competition if everybody's owned by the same person. So, we'll see what happens with this, but Warner Brothers Discovery might end up taking over Paramount Global. And then when you see that mountain at the beginning of a Paramount movie, just know it's Warner Brothers' version of it. And again, I don't expect you to, go crying or anything like that. For me, it's extra sad because of all the reasons I just told you. Do I get why it's happening? Yes, I get there's probably a financial reason why this is all happening, why they're even discussing it. But to me, it's one of those things that what I loved about movies was that competition between the studios. It made them better. And they might not have that anymore if it ends up coming down to a Bugs Bunny versus Mickey Mouse type situation. So, we'll see. And if anything else comes out of that situation, I'll keep you informed. But I just wanted to give you some brief thoughts this morning on that.